Greetings and namaste, divine infinite light beings. Welcome in and welcome back. I am a little spark of light. Together we are the divine infinite light beings fighting the darkness in the light for divine spirit. Ashe, Ashe. And with that being said, I had got a message and it just came to me. It was like a overflow of abundance, a overflow of love. And I'm like, an overflow of abundance, an overflow of love. And so I sat down and started pulling energy. And instantly, when I started pulling the energy, Spirit gave me the Four of Wands, a overabundance of love, a overabundance of abundance. Ashe, just happiness, celebration, peace, a stable foundation is what Spirit gave me, Ashe, for the divine collective, Ashe, because, and if you were in the last reading, it was mentioned that you were on assignment, Ashe. You are a chosen one, an infinite light being, a divine infinite being in a human form, having a human experience, right? So you're always on assignment. We're always on assignment, Ashe. Our life is lived out in assignments, Ashe, just as if we were, like, say we were in the military, we got to go on an assignment, or if we were a secret agent, we got to go on an assignment, that type of energy, Ashe. So we are the higher rank beings on this earth, Ashe. So we are always on assignment, Ashe. But when I got this message, Spirit is saying, you will be receiving an overflow of abundance, an overflow of love, Ashe, because of the last assignment, because all of the assignments that you have been on, and Spirit is saying this is the truth, this is clarity for you, Ashe, this is your confirmation, Ashe, that you will be in this energy going into 26 of overflow of abundance, a overflow of love, a stable foundation, Ashe, because you manifested this, Ashe. This is not just because you were a diligent soldier while you were on assignment. You have been manifesting this stable foundation, this over somebody does not want you to have an abundance of love. There is a jealous energy out there that does not want you to have your love that you so deserve, Ashe. A overflow. You see, this is an overflow of love, Ashe. This is a very stable foundation with celebration and love and weddings and anniversaries, just good old times, Ashe. And this is what Spirit is blessing you with, Ashe. This is the first energy that came out after I got that message, Ashe. And Spirit is saying this is the truth because you put in a lot of work, Ashe. Especially on your assignment, Spirit is saying you didn't grow weary, you didn't lose faith, you didn't forget that you were on assignment, Ashe. Let me go back a little bit. Maybe some of you were glamored, Ashe. You had to be glamored because Spirit knows you instantly spot low vibrations. You instantly spot negative energy. You instantly call out what is demonic and what is evil, what is not of the righteous path, Ashe. You instantly do that because you are a divine infinite light being. You are a soldier of the creator of all there is. You come to be the warrior on assignment, Ashe, to notice and to spot these things. This is why you have that dynamic, powerful intuition, right? Right. So you've been working all this time, Ashe. So, Some of you had to be glamored, is what Spirit is saying. You have to be glamored so you don't recognize, or you don't call out the red flags instantly. Ashe, you gotta give it some time to let these entities to let the scenario play out, what Spirit wants to be taught, and what Spirit wants to be heard, and what Spirit wants to be shown through you, right? So you put in a lot of hard work doing this, Ashe. And why you put in a lot of hard work doing this, Ashe, it caused a lot of heartbreaks, Ashe, because you stayed on assignment. You stayed faithful to Spirit. You stayed faithful to yourself. You stayed faithful to your respect. You stayed faithful to knowing who you were, Ashe. And you know that you are a chosen one. You know that you are a divine infinite light being. You know that when you get into these situationships, these relationships, these partnerships, these jobs, whatever it may be, Ashe, that has to do with another energy, Ashe, you know that you are on assignment, Ashe. And these people don't know you're on assignment. So these people try to keep you in a mental prison, Ashe. They throw you into mental loss, trauma, Ashe, in every location that you be in with them, Ashe. They put you into this mental prison, Ashe. Right? But since you have so much strength, spiritual strength, Ashe, spiritual strength, you are in this era where you are in a personal transformation, Ashe, with the Six of Swords being in reverse, Ashe. You are now in the era to where Spirit has took you out of assignment, right? Because you have been so strong. You have been through so many heartbreaks, Ashe, so many mental loss, Ashe. Still being resilient, Ashe, still standing strong in that Empress energy, in that loving energy, in that nurturing energy, right? Not giving, not giving into the demonic energies of trying to overtake you, trying to overthrow you, trying to make you seem like you're crazy, trying to make you seem like you're wicked, trying to make you seem like you're a Jezebel, Ashe, right? A professional artist. A professional was sent by the demonic energies, that was sent by the lower vibrational energies, Ashe. An artist, Ashe, a con artist. You could have been dealing with some kind of con artist, Ashe, who came in and stole energy, who came in and stole love, who came in and stole time, who came in and stole, health, healing, Ashe, with your sacred, with your root chakra energy, your wound energy, Ashe, your kundalini energy, Ashe. When you were having these encounters, Ashe, these intimate encounters with these partners, Ashe, people that were not emotionally stable, Ashe, but you were on assignment. They were still, you were still having a human experience, so you still feel pain, right? You still feel pain. You still feel all the heartache, even though you are Earth Angel, Ashe, even though you are a chosen one. You're not exempt to the pain, right? And so these people kept you in pain and trauma and mental confliction, but you stayed strong enough to bring yourself out. You brought yourself out. And now you are going through this personal transformation, Ashe, and because you worked so hard and you were so diligent for divine spirit, for yourself, for your family, for your job, whatever you went into that assignment, you went into that battle zone, and you worked hard, you stayed strong, you stayed diligent. So now Spirit is giving you opportunities, Ashe, plenty of opportunities, Ashe, because these people kept you in this Five of Swords energy, this conflict, Ashe, this energy where they kept you being juggled, not knowing if you were going to be chosen, Ashe. These people had choices, Ashe, being juggled, Ashe. So Spirit brought you back to your stable foundation, letting you know that you will be receiving an abundance of love, an abundance of overflow. Ashe, you know they say, Spirit prepares a table before you in the presence of your enemies, in the presence of your enemies, and your cup floweth over. Well, this is going to be you walking into this new season. Ashe, Spirit is handing you this fresh cup in this new season because of all this pain and trauma that you had to endure because you were on assignment, Ashe. And Spirit brought that to an end, Ashe. You recognized, because like Spirit said, some of you were glamored, Ashe. So some of you did forget that you were on assignment, Ashe, because you got so engulfed and wrapped up into the love, into the job, into the nurturing, into the healing, into the giving, into the trying to make sure that this person, Ashe, was receiving what the Spirit had for them, trying to awaken this person to what Spirit had for them. The healing, trying to get this person to let go of trauma, or these people to let go of trauma, Ashe. But when they didn't recognize it, Ashe, when they didn't want to accept the healing, when they didn't want to accept the love, when they didn't want to accept, what was given to them by Spirit, Ashe, by Spirit through you, Ashe. And a lot of these people got jealous because you had this to offer them, and they wonder why you had it, where you got it from, and how'd you get it, so that made a lot of people jealous, Ashe. But Spirit is saying when they didn't recognize who you were and what strength you were standing in, Ashe, you had to cut them loose. You had to get rid of this conflict in your life, Ashe. You had to be resilient, Ashe. You had to oppress the trauma, Ashe. You had to have faith, Ashe. You had to, because these people were Spirit is saying this card is in the upright, but these people were not emotionally balanced. They were not emotionally stable as you were, Ashe. You sit in your feminine energy and your masculine energy with this King of Cups. You were always supportive. You were always empathetic. You were always kind and giving, trying to bring balance to homes and situations and workplaces. You were always that diligent soldier, that infinite light beam for divine spirit, and these people weren't. And this is why these relationships had to come to an end, Ashe. And you remembered. You had to remember who you were, what you stood for, your value. And Spirit said, I'm giving that back to you. You finished the assignment. I'm pulling you out. And so now that I pulled you out, you remember your value for some of those who were glamored and had to be glamored just to go into the assignment. Spirit is saying, you are the type that has no type, Ashe. So sometimes going within these assignments, you have to be glamored because not everybody you're not attracted to everybody. And these people that you are attracted to sometimes are not your type, Ashe. So, and this is when Spirit has to sprinkle the little dust on you to glamour you to go into the assignment just to be able to fulfill the assignment. You understand what I'm saying? And they don't want you to know that, because a lot of these mugs, these demons, these entities are very ugly. Very, very ugly. And you don't see that until the glamorizing the assignment is over. Confirmation with the bells in the back. And with them trying to choke the fuck out of me, because they know they ugly. They spirit is ugly. They flesh is ugly. Everything about them is ugly, demonic, right? But you have to be glamour. And now that spirit has took that glamour off of you, you recognize who you are, what you stand for, and your worth. Ashe, because we get caught up. They're like that movie, In Too Deep, right? He was going on assignment, like we be going on assignment, and then we get caught up. We be so prepared to fulfill the assignment, to show and prove to spirit, not to anybody else, but to spirit, that we are down for spirit. We are ride or die for spirit. We are spirits. What is that? Number one. What is that? What am I saying? But you know what I'm saying. We are spirits ace coon boom, right. So we go into the assignment, right, and then when we get in there, we get in too deep. We get involved. We really go hard for spirit. Hard in the pain. If you can't go hard, go home. So we go hard in that shit, right? Like that dude. What is his name? Damn, I can't think of his name, but you know him with the big eyes, right? Omar Epps, right? He went in there, and he got deep into that damn role. And he got lost up in that role, right? And so this is sometimes what the divine infinite light beings go through. We get lost in that moment, in that role, because we want to show and prove to spirit that we are, diligent, and we are able, and we are capable, and we come to do what we come to do. We come to show and prove to spirit that we are, he chose the right one, right? He chose the right one, right? And so yeah, we get in too deep. And so spirit got to bring us back after the assignment is done. That's why we go into the rest mode. That's why we bring endings to situations, that no longer serve us. That we were being juggled in, that we were being mistreated in, that we were being harmed in. We were being neglected in, and took for granted in, right? Yeah, by these people that were driven to succeed, to break our hearts, to be that con artist, But Spirit said, since we went through that, we will be receiving a flood of abundance, overflow of celebration and happiness, because we went through this. We went through the fire. Now spirit brought death, and this is why we're going through the personal transformation. We're elevating, we're evolving. We are in between worlds right now with this death card, because we gave so much. Because we gave so much to several different people, not just one, to several different people we gave to, We were in several different conflicts, and we kept giving, We kept giving. Now it's time for us to rest. We are in that period of resting to go into our abundance, right? We recognize this now because we stood in our strength, even though they tried to knock us down and beat us up and tear us up and spit us out, chew us up and spit us out. We stood in our strength, our spiritual strength. We did not let spirit down, We did not let spirit down. We got 8-8, right? We got 8-8. We got 7-7. We got 1-1. We got 4-4. Ashe. We got 6 and 9, which is 9 and 9. Ashe. 5 means something is coming to a completion. It's time for change. We got 3 and 3. Ashe. And so you gave and you gave. And now Spirit is saying it's time for Spirit to give to you. Whatever you want. You want happiness, you want love, you want harmony, you want inner peace, you want fulfillment. Ashe, it's all coming true because you manifested this. This has been in manifestation for quite some time. Ashe, you knew how to use your sacral energy, your chakra energy, your heart energy, your throat chakra energy, your crown energy, your third eye energy, your root energy. You know how to put your chakras into place when they needed to be into place. You knew how to go into that lower vibration when you needed to. You knew how to come up out of that lower vibration and go back into that higher vibration when you needed to. So Spirit is blessing you. You knew how to detach from these energies that no longer served you, Ashe. You knew how to cut cords, Ashe. You knew how to walk away, and this is why you're walking away, walking into new opportunities Spirit is blessing you with. You knew how to walk away. Ashe, this is why you're walking into your 10 of Pentacles, your abundance of flow in 2026. Ashe, Spirit is handing it to you personally because you were a diligent soldier. You did not grow weary. You did not give up. You did not abort the assignment. Ashe, you did not jump fence. Ashe, you were not a dishonorable you were not dishonorably discharged. Ashe. And so this is why Spirit is handing it to you personally, a new beginning, a new start, because you were the alchemist of your life. Ashe. You did not give up on you. Ashe. You did not give up on you, Ashe. You believed in your magic, Ashe. You believed in Spirit, Ashe. You believed in Spirit, Ashe. And Spirit knows that you believed in Spirit. Even though these people did not believe in Spirit, Ashe, these people did not believe that Spirit stood behind you. These people did not believe that Spirit opened the door for you. These people did not believe that you were opening doors for Spirit for them. And so that's why judgment is being called. Judgment is being called. And the judgment is that you go through a rebirth and you receive the new phases, the new opportunities, the full cup of love. Not no cup of, no half empty cup that's going to bring you heartache. No more heartache in this new season that you're walking into, Spirit is saying. You're going to be walking into abundance. Ashe, a stable foundation. Ashe, you might be getting ready to meet somebody new if you haven't already met somebody new. Ashe, you might be getting ready to birth a baby. Ashe, even though you're birthing this baby alone, this baby is coming into this world with a cup of love, into a loving foundation. Ashe, Spirit is saying that is the truth. You might be getting ready to open up a new business because you have been manifesting this new business, this new bakery, this new restaurant, Ashe, this new car service, Ashe, this new YouTube channel, Ashe, because you have been manifesting it, you have been working on it, Ashe. And now Spirit is saying it's time for you to go back into your energy of putting all that love back into you, all the nurturing, all the healing. You know, you're in solitude right now because you came to a completion. You came to a completion. Spirit said no more heartache. No more confusion, no more illusion, no more glamoring in this season that you're walking into. Ashe, because you earned it. Ashe, it belongs to you. Ashe. You're going to go into a loving relationship, having harmony, having pure love, a good partnership. You know, this partnership is going to be a long lasting partnership. It's going to have a lot of strength, and it's going to be very passionate, a high value partnership, Ashe, that's going to lead to marriage. Ashe, the Spirit is saying this might be someone you walked away from, might come back in a changed energy. You never know, Ashe. We don't know until time tells. What is that? Time will only tell, Ashe. But right now, you're in this energy to where you are resting. It's time for you to rest, Ashe. It's time for you to just let your energy be. Not involved with anyone else, not entangled with anyone else, not wrapped up with anyone else, but just you. Ashe? Just you. Ashe? These people kept you in conflict. These people kept you in illusions. Ashe. So now there is, besides them being in keeping you in illusion and keeping you in conflict, there is no one else on this. You know, these energies are all of you. Ashe. Being blessed, being comforted by divine spirit, being protected by divine spirit, being taken care of by divine spirit. And Spirit wanted you to know that because you have been diligent on assignments, it is time for you to walk into your season of overflow abundance. And it might come in little spurts. It might come in big spurts. It might come over the time, over months and time of the year, but it's coming. It's coming. And when it comes, you'll remember and say, oh, this is part of that overflow of abundance. This is part of that stable foundation. This is part of that new love. This is part of that harmony and that peace that I deserve, that I work for, that is being handed to me. Remember, we seen it? Being handed to me. Ashe? This is that new energy. This is what it is. Ashe? So Spirit wanted you to know that. Ashe, in this moment. Ashe. And so Spirit wanted you to know all that was lost. Let it stay lost at sea. You know, clear out your energies. You know, take spiritual baths. Go by the sea. Put your feet in the water. You know, do whatever you need to do to let that energy flow into the water and be cleansed from you. Ashe? Ashe. So this is divinely guided message. Spirit is saying that you are on the right path in your journey, in your human experience, being an infinite light being. You are walking into divine abundance in this new season. So get ready. Get prepared. Take your rest, because you're going to be in peace. You're going to be in happiness. You're going to be in celebration. Whatever this is that you have been manifesting, it is coming to fruition. You have paid your dues. Ashe? Ashe. So I'm sending out loving, healing energy to all those who deserve it. Ashe. The infinite light beings, especially. Ashe. Spirit is proud of you for not giving up on Spirit, for believing in Spirit, for taking time to believe in yourself, to believe in your gifts, to believe in your intuition, to believe in your knowledge, to believe in your divine spiritual love war team. It takes a lot of faith. It takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of resilience to believe in the unknown, to trust in the unknown, the unseen, Ashe, and you are truly being rewarded for this, Ashe, because you surrendered to Spirit when it came to Spirit. If Spirit says stay stuck, you stayed stuck. You went deep undercover, Ashe, and now you are receiving the rewards of the benefits of the rewards of your benefit. Is it the rewards of your benefits or the benefits? The you receiving. You know what the fuck I'm trying to say. They don't want you to know that you about to receive what you deserve. I say with this little naked baby. I don't know why. Look, and somebody is so mad. You see what finger that is? Somebody is so mad that you are about to receive what you deserve. Ashe, Ashe. Oh my God, look at that finger. Yeah. It's all right though. It's all right. It is all right because you stayed positive. You spreaded that love. You spreaded that kindness. You spreaded that forgiveness. You spreaded that joy, that peace, that stability, that financial sprinkle blessings on people that took you for granted. Ashe, that broke your heart several times and several times over. Ashe, that put you in this mental conflict time and time again, Ashe. They tried to say you was crazy and dazed and confused, Ashe. But no, that was them that was crazy, dazed and confused, demonic and a low vibrational energy. So I'm going to leave it there, Ashe. Sending peace and love, healing energy to the divine infinite light beings, Ashe, because we always can use extra healing energy because we give out so much healing energy, Ashe. So I'm sending out pure, loving, healing energy to the divine, infinite light beings, Ashe, and to those who deserve it, Ashe, that don't even realize that they are divine, infinite light beings, Ashe, Ashe.